Transform. To change in form, appearance, or structure. A metamorphosis. Transform. To change in condition, nature, or character. To be converted. Now that's us right there. We want our condition to change, but not our nature.
Amen. Jesus. Come on. That's real.
We want the appearance of our life to change, but not our nature, not our attitude, and not our character. Some of us the same person we was 5 years ago. Some of us the same person, but we got a new suit. Some of us the same person, but we got a different address. Some of us the same person.
Come on, brother God.
Help us, God.
Come on.
Help us, Jesus. My God, Jesus.
That's good.
Help us, Lord.
Some of us the exact same we were in our character and nature.
Help us, Jesus.
I'm gonna bring it home. Some of y'all the exact same as when I first met you.
My God, Jesus.
Though your address changed. Though your dress code and came up a bit.
Come on.
Though you appear like you ain't suffering as much as you were in the beginning.
Come on.
Oh, hear me. But that ain't the renewal that he's talking about. That ain't the transformation that God took him. Oh, y'all. Oh, God.
Come on, Lord. Come on, Lord.
Transform. Transform. It said to change into another substance. To change into another substance. What am I saying? Some of the substance you give out the same as you gave out 3 years ago. Garbage. Some of the stuff you talking about and keying in on. Oh my God. Are you hearing that right there? It said to change into another substance. What's coming out of you?
Yes. Jesus.
You still the same bundle of negativity you wear, and you still draw negativity. The different substance. Let me
come on.
My God, that's good. That's good.
Oh my God.
This. My God.
That's good.
This right here.
Yes, God.
See this right here.
Yes.
You still gossip heavy. You still rebellious. You still selling out about people and still ratchet yourself. You still the same. Only thing changes your address. Only thing changes your dress code. Only thing. No. That ain't the transformation that he's talking about. But that's what your will want. My God. And whatever you will what's in you, you can will it to come to you. Are you hearing me? But you don't will to change your nature. You don't will to change your attitude.
My God.
Come on, brother God. Come on. That's good.
Help us,
Thank you,
Jesus.
Lord.
God, help us. Help us.
He finna. And because things outside your conditions change and you think you got better faith.
Okay.
How you got better faith and you still nasty?
Okay. Come on, Lord.
How you got better faith and greater faith, you still mean?
Come on.
You still got a pop off spirit, same as you've always had. It never changed. Are you hearing me? How are you hearing me? And the devil can make you think because you come in here because the blessing in here, your condition gonna change. Are you hearing me? But the challenge is for your attitude and your character to change. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? Did that make sense? Because if you come where it's blessed, your circumstances going to change.
Come on.
Yes. Okay. Come on, Lord. Jesus.
I felt something break.
Help us, Jesus.
I gotta preach like this. I gotta preach it like this. Because there's a territorial stronghold in this city that I will be around. I will headbutt it in the spirit.
Come on.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Woo, thank you.
Once I realize it, I'm finna start really dealing with it in the spirit. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you. The religious demon is real big and prevalent in this region. It's real prevalent in this region. Now that I see the attributes of it, now that I see the nature and character of it, the way you pay attention to it as is, it don't change. And it causes discernment, suspicion. It's always suspicious of what? An established church when it comes to transforming power. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? And how do I know that it is a territorial stronghold? Because it houses more spirits and mannerisms and attitudes like that more than it does somebody that will surrender fully to God.
Come on.
So I know what God's showing me. I got a war with this spirit.
Come on.
Because this spirit got the minds of the majority.
Oh.
God. My God, Jesus.
This spirit has shaped the mental faculties of the majority. And if I don't war with it until it is cast down, then what? You will have the majority still stuck in bondage to religion, not having power, but critiquing power. Y'all better hear me.
Jesus.
Come on, prophet of God.
I didn't come in here. I didn't come in here with a lack of understanding of what's being dealt with. That's why that door been a revolving one. Woo. That spirit is a territorial stronghold, and it comes in, and it comes in to see, and it comes in to check out everything, and it comes in to steal, kill, and destroy. Are you hearing me? And it comes in, and how you know that it is a territorial strong man? Because it's real bold with this stuff.
Wow.
Come on now.
God. Yes, God.
That's good.
Yes, God.
I've been dealing with it in the spirit already.
Come on.
I've been dealing with it in the spirit already. Either it's going to comply or either it's going to run.
Yes, come on, come on.
Because I done determined that the foundation will not have cracks. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? And a religious spirit will not hide in the foundation. Are you hearing me? Its mindset will not shape those that come in here. Are you hearing me? You have to be careful of that spirit because it's very influential. It's very intriguing. People cling to it real quick. People cling to it real quick, and it have the capacity and the influence to build a church within a church. Are you hearing me? That spirit, it have the capacity to gain followers within a church, to where folk obey it more than it do what's in the house. Are you hearing me?
Jesus.
Come on.
So I done started praying. I gotta pray because it keeps showing up. It keeps showing up to let me know I'm still in full effect. I'm still ruling in the city. How do I know that it is a territorial strong man? Because it want to rock with me. It want to be like a ram and headbutt with me instead of comply. That means I got to go up in power. That means I got to move in the authority of God. That means I have to deal with that because I done seen it over and over again.
Glory.
Yes, Jesus. Okay. Yes, Jesus.
Glory.
Yeah. Yes, Jesus.
Y'all looking at me. Y'all looking at me. Y'all looking at me. Y'all think we don't be aware of what's going on.
Come on.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Because when you wrestling like that in that realm, you learn that you ain't wrestling against flesh and blood, but you wrestling against principalities and powers, spiritual wickedness in high places. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Listen. And I got the confirmation. I got the confirmation from my leadership. I got the confirmation from my leadership. They called me with that confirmation.
Amen.
Are you hearing me?
Amen.
I am to wrestle with that spirit because this city is full of it.
Come on.
Yes.
Woo, Jesus.
Yes.
Religious but no power.
Come on.
Are you hearing me?
Amen.
And it want people to be powerless. Are you hearing? And it hate those that got power.
Yes.
It hate those that pray.
Come on.
It hate those that show and exemplify angels of the Lord, strengthening them to pray more earnestly.
Come on.
Huh. Yes. Jesus.
Come on, prophet.
Yes.
How do I know it's a religious spirit? Because it won't comply.
Come on.
Okay. And you better be careful who you following close. You better be careful who you let influence you. At least you be submitting yourself to a territorial stronghold. Are you hearing me? You better be careful of who intrigue you. You better be careful of who got the gift of gab and say all the right stuff but don't do none of it. You better pay attention who don't fulfill with their hands what they say out of their mouth. You better pay attention because the religious spirit don't do it.
Come on.
It talk a lot but do less.
Come on.
Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, see, that's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord.
Rebellion is always more influential than truth.
Yes.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. That religious spirit ain't nothing but the spirit of a Pharisee. The spirit of a Pharisee, it hides in titles and things of that nature, but it's powerless. Are you hearing me? Its nature is more prevalent than the Holy Ghost.
Oh, that's good. Come on now. That's good.
Dude, that makes sense to you. I'm trying to help your eyes to be open so you're not blinded. Are you hearing me? Okay. Listen to transform. It says to change the form or the form of a figure, expression, etc., without generally changing the value. It says from a physics standpoint, transform is to change into another form of energy. All you got to do is pay attention to the form of energy that it draws.
Oh, come on.
Because when transformation take place, you shouldn't draw the same negative energy.
Come on. Oh, that's good.
Let me bring it on home. The same negative energy shouldn't fuel you.
Woo. That's good.
Gossip shouldn't make you happy.
Come on. Come on.
Come on now. Come on now.
Negativity shouldn't make your bells tingle. Oh, yes.
Come on.
Because what? The power of God comes to transform the type of energy that rules you.
Yes.
Are you here?
Yes.
Glory.
Yes. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Listen what it say.
Yeah.
Transform suggests changing from one form, appearance, structure, or type to another. You shouldn't be the same type of person you were 2 years ago. I'm going to say it like this. You shouldn't be the same type of person you was last year.
Amen. Amen.
Do it make sense? You shouldn't have the same level of negative conversation that you had last year and the year before. Okay, I'm going to show you. It says convert. Convert is a synonym for transform. It says convert suggests so changing the characteristics of a thing as to change the use or purpose of it. Did you hear that? To change that thing so till you change the use or the purpose of it.
Man.
That means by the time you plug into the will of God and he starts transforming you for real,
Yes.
then your whole purpose for why you do this should change.
Come on. Yes, Lord.
Good.
And when your purpose for how you doing this change, your purpose change as to why he created you. Are you hearing me? Your purpose becomes important. Y'all.
That's good.
Okay. That means you don't just do this because you think you're doing us some favor by being here.
Come on.
Come on now. Speak, Lord.
No. Your whole purpose for why you do this should be changing.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God.
I do this because my food, my meat is to do the will of God. I do this because I'm being fed by the will of God. I do this because this is the will of God concerning my life. So when I know it's the will of God, can't no devil in hell run me out of the will of God. When I know it's the will of God, can't no nasty mannerism do nothing for me. No. I'll be standing like Mount Zion and I'll see you come and see you go. No, because I know I understand the will of God concerning my life.
Yes.
Come on. Yes, Lord Jesus.
Yes, Jesus.
When it's in me and I understand the will of God for my life, nothing on the outside can't move me.
God, that's good. Yes.
Come on.
Say that. True. Say it.
I will stand flat-footed and look you dead in your eyeballs until one of us break or run.
Come on. Come on.
I don't walk this out. I don't walk this word out. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Because that's when I know it's really the will. Because stuff come to try to run me off the will.
Come on.
Stuff come to try to talk me out of the will. Those who battle with the will always talking against the will. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing?
Lord. Come on, prophet God.
Lord Jesus. I want to get to my point. I want to get to my point. I want to get to my point.
Yes.
In converted here, the sin is to convert a barn into a house. He trying to change my purpose from being a trash collector into holding treasures.
Come on, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Jesus.
Come on.
So that means I can't keep collecting garbage from you when God trying to put treasures in me. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? You can't keep dumping garbage in me because God filling me with treasures. Are you hearing me? No. You want me to be a gossip monger, but God trying to make me into a house of prayer. Are you hearing me? I can't keep gossiping with you because he got to trust me with some secrets on what to pray and get a breakthrough.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus.
I can't find. So when I know and understand the will for my life, if you coming against the will, I got to cut you off.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, God.
And if I'm really hugging the wheel tight enough, God will cut you off if I ain't got the strength to do it.
Come on.
Yes. Come on, Lord.
Come on,
That's
prophet
real.
God.
Yes, come on, Lord.
Come on.
Yes, Jesus. Yes, Jesus.
I'm trying to help.
Yes,
I'm
Jesus.
trying to help. I'm trying to help.
Yes, God.
I'm trying to help.
Thank you.
Now it said to no longer be conformed to this world, but to be transformed. We see that. We see that. And that means not just the changing of your appearance, not just the changing of your conditions that are uncomfortable, but the changing of your very nature, your character, your attitude, your expression, the changing of the substance that's coming out of you, the changing of you completely. Are you hearing that? From the inside out, not the outside in.
That's good. That's good.
From the inside out, not the outside in.
Come on.
When God does it, he does it from the inside out.
Yeah.
That means some of your conditions may not change until something inside changes.
Come on.
Yes,
Whoa.
God.
Come on, prophet
That's
God.
good. That's
Oh, I said that.
good.
Come on.
Yes, God.
Now I say to no longer be conformed, meaning in harmony with the attitudes and practices of the worldliness. Are you hearing that?
Amen.
But to be transformed, that means changing of your appearance, your structure, your condition, your nature, your character, straight conversion, the substance coming out of you, your energy.
Come on.
Your energy, you shouldn't be a bundle of negative energy.
Come on. Amen.
Do that make sense?
That makes sense.
Some people walk up and they are a bundle of negative energy that you can feel. That's because they are not transformed. You could feel the negative energy coming from the inside out. Do that make sense? Now, it says, be transformed how? By the renewing of your mind. Did you hear that?
Amen.
By the renewing of your mind is how you're transformed, not by the changing of your circumstances.
Come on. That's good.
Your circumstances can change all day long and your mind never change.
Come on. Jesus. Come on.
And so if that don't happen, then you ain't reached real conversion of salvation.
Oh, that's good.
I'm finna say something. To be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That word renew says to restate or reaffirm a promise, etc.
Jesus.
So when your mind starts being renewed in the Lord, then now the things that God wrote in his word and promised you, those vows become fresh again. They come renewed again. Oh, y'all, listen. It says to regain or recover vigor, strength, activity, etc. That's why some of y'all cannot get to a place where you're active in God, because your mind haven't changed in God. That's why you have to sit a while so he can change your way of thinking, so he can change. Oh, y'all.
Yes, God. Come on, prophet of God.